Welcome back to another episode of Level 5 Education Lockdown. I want to start this episode by giving a huge shout out to a couple of my newest subscribers, my man Chris and my man Howie. I appreciate y'all, as well as everybody else who's taking the time to subscribe. And if you haven't so far and you like the content, hit that little red button on your bottom right hand corner and support your boys for a good cause. Now, in this episode of Education Lockdown, I'm going to give you 4 reasons, that's right, 4 reasons why people do not want to teach in Baltimore City or other inner city school systems. Now, I haven't been to other inner city school systems, but through stories and documentation and personal accounts, I can tell you that it's very similar. I haven't heard anything worse in Baltimore City, but I have heard things that are very similar. Now, another reason why I'm making this list is because either yesterday or the day before, on the news, I saw something that said Baltimore City is short 207 certified teachers, meaning there's 207 positions open for that people are teaching in, but they aren't certified teachers. Maryland state law says every classroom has to have a full-time certified teacher. Now, you may be thinking Baltimore City may be a big school system. Actually, it's not. It's the 5th biggest one in the state of Maryland, which is a small state. So there's only about 80,000, maybe 80,600 students in the entire Baltimore City school system. Yet we have over 200 plus at least, and I think 207 is a low number. So we'll say at least 207 teachers teaching who aren't certified. All right, so you need at least 200 plus certified teachers in one school system. Now, why? So I'm gonna give you 4 reasons why. Now, these 4 reasons are listed from least important to most important. Okay, least important to most important. Here go the 4 reasons why no one wants to teach in Baltimore City or other inner city school systems. Reason 4, money. Now, I know what you're thinking, man. How is money the least important reason? We all know teachers don't get paid. And that is true. And guess what? Even teachers know that. We didn't sign up. People didn't sign up to get a lot of money. Yes, now everyone's situation is different. So a little bit of money could mean a lot to another person. A lot of money could not be, I get it. But the consensus is teachers don't get paid very well. All right? You're not getting into it for the money. You're getting into it to make an impact and make a change, something like that. So that's why money is my 4th and most least important reason. And yes, the longer you stay in the system, the more money you'll get. But you have to be there for a long time just to see some decent change. That's why it's the 4th reason. The 3rd reason, students. Now, what do I mean when I say students are the 3rd most important reason why people don't want to teach in Baltimore City or inner city schools? Well, I'm going to be honest. Many people, many teachers, many kids in college don't have the dreams of aspirations of getting a degree and then going and working in the inner city. They just don't. They just don't. In many cases, people are unfamiliar with the students. In many cases, teachers who are fresh out of college are unfamiliar with poverty, especially high levels of poverty. So it's like a culture shock, and they don't even consider it. And yes, and I'm not trying to be stereotypical. It is what it is. But you do have a small percentage who give it a shot, and salute to them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But at least you tried, and I salute you all day for that. All right. So the 3rd reason was students, and simply because. And I keep it simple. People don't always feel comfortable around all types of people. That's what it is. Is it right? No. Do I wish it was changed? I do. But it is what it is. The students are a big reason why many people don't feel comfortable teaching in inner city school systems. They're just not comfortable around poor people, around Latin people, around black people, around poor white people. That's not something they want to, just not one of their goals is to be in that scenario. It's just not. All right? Now, that's number 3. Let's keep it moving. Now, the second biggest reason why people do not want to teach in Baltimore City schools or other inner city school systems is the media. That's right, baby. The media, the TV, the programming. Wire season 4, where it shows people's faces getting cut in class. Now, is that fake? No. The Wire, the 4th season of The Wire, was pretty realistic. But The Wire isn't the only show that has something to do with inner city schools. We've seen movies, 187 with Samuel L. Jackson, where he gets shanked in the back like 20 times in the hallway by Method Man. Dangerous Minds. All these movies that just show these out of control situations. Like if you're in a poverty school system, if you're in a school system that has a lot of poverty in it, you're going to be faced with these issues, etc., etc., etc. Let me tell you what, that's bullshit. Now, like I said, the Wire was realistic, but every situation isn't like that. Every student isn't somebody who gets off school and starts selling drugs. All right, that's bullshit. The majority of the students at any inner city school, the majority want to be there. They want to learn. They want you to teach them. They want to build a relationship or a friendship with you. All right, that's fact. All right, they do. If you care enough to be there, they care enough to open their arms for you. That's a fact. But unfortunately, many people fall for media. We see it every day. Marketing, promotion, negative promotion hurts. Companies avoid it at all costs. And that's just what it is. Most people who watch the media and make these decisions have never been in that situation to judge for themselves. So if you have a chance, take a visit. If you're a student, take a visit. See for yourself. All right? And the number one reason, the biggest reason is the administration. That's right, baby. That's right, the administration. Now, how is that the biggest reason why people don't want to work in the school system? I'll tell you why. Because word of mouth is everything, no matter what your business is. Word of mouth is everything. People don't want to teach in a situation where you don't have support. If it's in a rough school, and you're a new teacher, you want appreciation, you want a sense of belonging, you want love from your administration. In many cases, in every case that I've been in, and most cases that I've seen around the country when it comes to inner city school systems, especially Baltimore City, that is not the case. That is not the case. You are lucky if you walk down the hallway and you say hi to your principal who's looking at his or her phone. If he looks up or she looks up and says hi back to you, good morning back to you, you're lucky. And that's what I'm talking about. You're on your own. You're either going to swim or you're going to drown. And if you're too by the book in some situations, this administration is going to take you down. And I spoke about that in my first video about corruption, the administration corruption. All right, that's the biggest reasons. The administration, the corruption, the lackadaisical approach to helping new teachers, all that stuff is the number one reason why people do not want to work in Baltimore City schools. It's the number one reason why people quit inner city schools as well as Baltimore City schools. As soon as they quit, what do? They tell all their friends why. They go on social media. So really, media, media. All right. Also, not to go back, but I forgot to mention one thing. These viral videos of students attacking teachers, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. And to bring it back to my first reason, the administration in many cases doesn't suspend those kids. They don't want their school looking like it's out of control, even though it is. They rather cover their butt than strengthen your career. If it has to ruin your career, if it has to ruin your confidence, they'll do it. They don't care. So administration is the number one reason why people do not want to teach in Baltimore City as well as inner city school systems around the country. Those are your 4 reasons why. 4 reasons why no one wants to teach in inner city schools, specifically Baltimore City. If you appreciate the content, please, for frequent uploads, click that little subscribe button. All right, you're going to see a lot of me, a lot of good information, and I appreciate y'all, all right, for tuning in into another episode of Level 5 Education Lockdown.